The world's first gene-edited horses are igniting a fierce debate in the traditionally refined world of polo, challenging long-held views about breeding and competition. These seemingly ordinary foals, with their gentle demeanors, honey-colored coats, and white markings, graze quietly in a fenced pasture in the rural province of Buenos Aires. But these 5-10-month-old horses are unlike any others. They are the first genetically edited horses ever created and are cloned replicas of Polo Pureza, a champion polo horse. Using cutting-edge CRISPR technology, scientists inserted a precise DNA sequence designed to boost their speed dramatically. Kheiron Biotech, the Argentine biotech company behind this innovation, believes gene editing could truly transform how horses are bred. Unlike cloning, which produces an exact genetic copy, CRISPR acts like molecular scissors, allowing geneticists to snip and edit specific parts of DNA. In this case, Kheiron used CRISPR to dial down the myostatin gene, a gene that naturally limits muscle growth, in order to enhance muscle fibers associated with powerful, explosive movements. The goal? To create horses with sprinting abilities far beyond what traditional breeding can achieve. But not everyone in the polo world is ready to welcome these biotech marvels onto the field. Despite Argentina's long history as polo's global hub and its openness to reproductive technologies like cloning for breeding elite horses, the country's National Polo Association and Breeders' Group have placed significant roadblocks against allowing genetically edited horses to compete. The Argentine Polo Association has outright banned genetically edited horses from tournaments. As their president, Benjamin Araya, explained, "I wouldn't want these horses playing polo. It ruins the charm and magic of traditional breeding. I enjoy selecting a mare and stallion and hoping for the best outcome." Meanwhile, the Argentine Association of Polo Horse Breeders announced it will monitor these gene-edited horses for several years before deciding if they can be officially registered as Argentine polo ponies. Kheiron remains optimistic despite this resistance. Gabriel Vichera, the company's scientific director, told Reuters, "I'm not too worried about the current opposition. Education and dialogue are what we must continue to do to gain acceptance. Enforcing this ban is tricky. Argentine laws don't differentiate between cloned, gene-edited, or traditionally bred horses, nor does the Polo Association's rulebook. This ambiguity fuels further debate and uncertainty. Many breeders appreciate how cloning preserves prized bloodlines, but gene editing crosses a more controversial line, posing a genuine threat to their traditional business model." Marcos Hegui, a breeder and former professional player, expressed a stark opinion. "This kind of technology dismantles the breeder's craft. It's like an artist being replaced by artificial intelligence. The human element fades away." Yet some veterans like Eduardo Ramos, who has been breeding since the 1970s, acknowledge that skepticism is typical when new biotech arrives. "We've seen initial resistance to embryo transplants and cloning before," he said. "Science won't stop advancing, and neither can we. Polo, a sport with roots in Central Asia that took firm hold in Argentina thanks to British immigrants in the 19th century, can best be described as a high-speed hockey match played on horseback. Each team of 4 players uses long mallets to maneuver a small ball through goalposts. It's a sport that demands expensive investments. Players often use up to a dozen horses per game, and traditionally dominated by Argentina's wealthy landowners. Last year, Argentina exported around 2,400 polo horses, according to government figures. The Argentine polo horse breed consistently outshines competitors in major events such as England's Queen's Cup and the Argentine Open. Historical acceptance of reproductive technologies has enabled techniques like surrogate mares carrying embryos of top polo horses. Polo, unlike horse racing, permits cloned animals in competition. The story of cloning in polo dates back to 2003, with the birth of the first cloned horse worldwide. Polo superstar Adolfo Cambiaso helped popularize this trend. One of Cambiaso's cloned horses, Quartetera, sold for a staggering $800,000 at auction in 2010, a sale that caught the eye of Gabriel Vichera, then a biotech doctoral student. Inspired, Vichera co-founded Kheiron Biotech in 2011 alongside businessman Daniel Sammartino, and the company's first cloned horse was born in 2013. Early on, convincing breeders to accept cloned horses was challenging. Sammartino explained that he provided free cloning services to elite breeders in exchange for keeping some of the foals. As of this year, Kheiron estimates that it has produced 400 clones, accounting for more than half of all cloned horses born in Argentina in 2025, with each cloned foal fetching an average price of around $40,000. In 2017, Kheiron pushed boundaries further by using CRISPR to create 9 gene-edited horse embryos for research, sparking concern among some leading figures in Argentina's Polo community. These individuals even approached government biotech regulators, worried about gene-edited horses entering competitions. In the years that followed, Kheiron shifted focus toward gene editing in other animals, crafting genetically edited cows and pig embryos designed to benefit human medicine. Then late last year, in the traditional gaucho town of San Antonio de Areco, where ranch hands still wear berets, reflecting a deep-rooted cowboy culture, Kheiron's facility successfully birthed 5 gene-edited foals. Argentina's biotech regulator authenticated the genetic modifications, as revealed in a government document reviewed by Reuters. However, the Agriculture Department, which oversees this regulator, declined to comment. Following this milestone, around 50 breeders petitioned the Breeders' Association, expressing that the gene-edited horses represented crossing a limit, and urged the association not to register these horses without a thorough discussion on the future direction of the sport. Santiago Ballester, president of the Breeders' Association, said he personally has no problem with gene-edited horses, but respects others. Reservations about business impact and the uncertain reception of these horses in countries importing Argentine polo horses. As a result, the association is taking a cautious approach. We must be careful and responsible, Ballester stated. We need to assess if these horses truly outperform traditional ones. And if they are only average, who would pay a premium for them? Adding expert perspective, Ted Kalbfleisch, a geneticist at the University of Kentucky's Gluck Equine Research Center, explained that Kheiron's approach involves inserting a naturally occurring DNA sequence that accelerates changes traditionally achieved over several horse generations. Things get complicated when edits are made based on guesswork, he cautioned. But as the myostatin gene is a known player in healthy horses, carefully editing it in clones should theoretically deliver the expected results. Kalbfleisch also noted that gene-edited horses may indeed have an edge in tournaments, but this advantage might not be unfair.